There are people earning minimum wage, quietly building wealth, retiring early and living debt-free. And no, it's not luck, inheritance, or some secret job. It's something they know that you were never taught. The question is, how are they doing it when you can barely cover the basics? That's what you're about to find out, and it might just flip your entire mindset. You've probably heard it your whole life. If only I earned more, everything would be different. But what if that's not true? What if the amount you earn isn't the problem, but the way you treat every single dollar is? Because while millions struggle with bills, others, earning the exact same wage, are quietly laying the foundation of financial freedom. And no, they're not special. They just discovered a simple but powerful truth. It's not about how much you make. It's about what you do with what you have. But wait, if that's true, why doesn't anyone teach this? Why are we trained to chase more income instead of mastering what we already earn? And if this mindset really works, what exactly are these people doing that no one else is? Keep watching, because the answer isn't what you think. And once you hear it, you may never see your paycheck the same way again. The right financial mindset. Let's start with something uncomfortable. No one ever taught you how to manage money. Not your school, not your job, maybe not even your parents, because they weren't taught either. Instead, you were taught how to work, how to earn, and how to spend. You were handed a system designed to keep you running, but never stopping long enough to ask, why do I always feel like I'm behind? Society trained you to consume. Credit cards, buy now, pay later, shiny upgrades, as if having more is the same as being more. And so when you earn just enough to survive, it's easy to believe, with this income, I don't stand a chance. But what if that belief that is the very thing that's holding you back? Because across the world, there are men in their 30s starting businesses on a shoestring. Mothers running households on tight budgets, yet growing savings in silence. And even retirees on fixed income, learning how to make their money outlive them. The difference? Mindset. The wealthy don't start with more. They start with a different lens. They see money as a tool, not an escape, not a prize, not proof of success. And the moment you start thinking like them, you stop surviving and you start building. Habits and discipline. Like Buffett. Warren Buffett didn't start rich. He didn't come from a powerful family. No silver spoon, no shortcuts. As a kid, he sold chewing gum door to door, delivered newspapers, saved coins like they were gold. And here's the key. He didn't wait to have extra money to start investing. He started with whatever he had. Most people do the opposite. They wait until there's room in the budget. But let's be honest, does that moment ever really come? Buffett did something different. He treated investing like a non-negotiable. He took a portion of every dollar and put it to work, no matter how small, even if it hurt a little. And over time, that one habit did what most people never experience. It made money his employee. Now ask yourself, what if you treated your income the same way? Not as something you need to escape from, but as the raw material for your future freedom. Because if Buffett could build a fortune starting from scratch, why couldn't you build a foundation? Not with millions, just with discipline. The power of starting small. Here's a truth no one wants to admit. Most people never start because they think small is pointless. They say, what difference can $10 make? Why save if it's not a lot? But think of this. A seed doesn't look like a tree. It's tiny, unimpressive. But with time, care, and consistency, it becomes shelter, shade, strength. Your finances work the same way. Start with 5% or even 1% of your income. Not after you pay bills. Before. Make it automatic, non-negotiable. Treat it like rent to your future self, and here's the kicker. Your brain adapts faster than you think. What feels impossible today becomes routine in weeks, and suddenly, that small amount isn't just a habit. It's your first step toward real financial control. People wait for a perfect moment to start, but moments don't create change. Decisions do. And the decision to start small, it's not about money. It's about identity. It says, I'm someone who builds, even if no one sees it yet. The power of compound interest. Let's talk about something that's quietly making people rich while others sleep on it. Compound interest. Most people underestimate what consistent small actions can do over time. They want fast wins, overnight success. But wealth doesn't work that way. It rewards the patient. Let's say you invest just $100 a month. Not a fortune, just enough to skip 2 dinners out. With a modest 1% monthly return, in 10 years you'd have over $20,000. In 20 years, over $70,000. Now pause. Think about that. No massive raise, no second job, no lottery. Just time and consistency. Still think $100 is too little? Here's what no one tells you. The biggest returns happen later. Because interest doesn't just grow your money, it grows the growth of your money. That's why people like Buffett say time is more powerful than timing. It's not about when you start. It's about starting and not stopping. The real question isn't, is it enough? It's, what will it become if I don't give up? Plugging the financial leaks. Here's the brutal truth. You don't need more money. You need to stop leaking the money you already have. Let's break it down. A $5 coffee every morning? That's $150 a month. 3 food deliveries a week? $200 more. Streaming services you forgot about? Another $30. Now add it up. That's nearly $400 a month. Disappearing. Not because you don't earn enough, but because your money's bleeding through tiny holes you never noticed. It's like trying to fill a bucket with holes at the bottom. No matter how much you pour in, it keeps emptying out. But here's the shift. Plugging those holes doesn't mean living miserably. It means spending with intention. Asking, does this bring me closer to freedom or keep me chained to my next paycheck? There's power in conscious spending. In saying no to what's easy now so you can say yes to what matters later. Most people chase more income, but the truly free? They master what they already have. So before asking for a raise, ask yourself, where is my money actually going? Shifting your money mindset. Money is not just numbers. It's a reflection of how you think. And if you see your paycheck as a cage, you'll live like a prisoner, even when you earn more. But what if the money you already have could set you free? The truth is, most people don't manage money. They react to it. Bills come in, emotions take over, and spending becomes automatic. But what if, before you buy anything, you asked, is this helping me escape the cycle or keeping me stuck? Because freedom isn't found in how much you can buy, it's found in what you no longer need to buy. The wealthy don't spend to impress, they spend to invest, to build, to regain time. And here's what's wild. You don't need to be rich to think this way. You need clarity. You need to understand that every dollar has direction. It's either pulling you forward or weighing you down. So ask yourself, what story is your money telling about you? Creating new streams of income. Let's be real. There's a ceiling to how much you can cut, but there's no ceiling to how much you can create. Saving is the foundation, but earning more, intelligently, is the accelerant. Now, I'm not talking about working 2 jobs until you burn out. I'm talking about building small, smart income streams that grow quietly over time. Think of Warren Buffett again. As a teenager, he didn't just save, he sold things. He rented pinball machines, resold golf balls, invested early. He didn't wait to be rich to act rich. He just started multiplying what he already had. And here's what most people miss. You don't have to build an empire. You just need one small source of income that's not tied to your time. It could be reselling something, renting out a skill, learning a digital tool, reading one book that sparks a new idea. And for those thinking, I'm too old for this, you're not. The internet didn't retire, and knowledge doesn't have an age limit. So don't just protect your income, multiply it. Because the people who escape the paycheck trap, they don't rely on one door, they build many. The 30-minute wealth habit that can change your life. Most people think building wealth requires huge sacrifices, complicated strategies, or a lucky break. But here's a truth you can use today. If you give 30 minutes a week to your money, you can change your financial future. Here's how. 1. Review your numbers. Look at every dollar coming in and going out. Awareness is step 1. 2. Make one small adjustment. Cancel something you don't use, move $5 into savings, or increase your investment by 1%. 3. Learn one new thing. Watch a video, read an article, or listen to a podcast about money. Even small ideas add up over time. 4. Repeat every week. Consistency is where the magic happens. You don't need hours, you don't need perfection. You just need the habit. Because in a year, you won't just have more money. You'll have more control, more confidence, and a completely new relationship with your paycheck. So now you know, it's not about earning more. It's about what you do with every single dollar you already touch. You can keep living check to check. Or you can choose to build quietly, patiently, and with purpose. But here's the twist. Everything we just covered? It's only the beginning. Because in the next video, I'm going to show you something most people never even consider. And once you see it, you won't believe you ever lived without it.